Newswatch 16 in high definition. From WNEP, the news station, this is Newswatch 16 at noon.
Eric, you can kill that trooper!
That cheering from a crowd outside the Pike County Courthouse this morning in Milford as accused cop killer Eric Frein is brought before a judge and charged with first-degree murder. All the charges brought against Frein this morning. Our top story on Newswatch 16 at noon. Good afternoon, everyone. Instead of hiding out in the woods at the Poconos, accused cop killer Eric Frein is spending this day in a jail cell in Pike County. This is Frein's official mugshot from the county jail taken this morning after Frein's capture by U.S. Marshals last night. We have live team coverage of his arrest. We begin with Newswatch 16's Amanda Kelly at the Pike County Courthouse in Milford. Amanda?
Marisa, it was a brief but important first step in the judicial process now that Eric Frein has been captured. A preliminary arraignment was held here at the courthouse in Pike County this morning. Those hearings are usually held at a district magistrate's office. The next court date set for Frein is November 12th, but there's a good chance that that can get delayed in the meantime. Now, there were dozens of people who live and work in the Milford area here in Pike County who showed up outside in the cold to catch a glimpse of Frein in handcuffs today. For more on that part of the story, we're joined by Newswatch 16's Bill Waddell.
Amanda, there were plenty of people watching as heavily armed police officers escorted Eric Frein in and out of the courthouse this morning. Many of those people were loud cheering for state troopers while others were heckling. And several of the people that we talked to this morning believe that there would be no way to pick a jury here in Pike County if this case does end up going to trial. For Amanda Kelly, I'm Bill Waddell, Newswatch 16, reporting live in Milford.
Okay, thank you both for all that information today. The old Birchwood Resort, where Frein was captured last night, is near Tannersville, as you heard Amanda say. And while there was an airport at that old resort, last night's arrest caused some confusion at a different airport near Mount Pocono in Monroe County. And that's where Newswatch 16's Ryan Leckie is live today. Ryan?
Marisa, good afternoon. There's been so much buzz about that airport hangar where U.S. Marshals arrested Eric Frein. We can tell you that the word airport, it did seem to cause some confusion last night. Instead of going to the old hangar at the Birchwood Resort Airport near Tannersville, some police officers rushed here to the Pocono Mountain Municipal Airport near Mount Pocono. We took this new aerial video this morning with help from high-tech helicopters. It shows the actual airport hangar near Tannersville where Frein was actually found. This hangar is located at the former Birchwood Resort. This morning, new images show police activity as investigators continued to collect evidence to make sure they didn't miss anything last night. As mentioned, because of the confusion over airports, a number of officers ended up at the Pocono Mountains Municipal Airport by accident last night. One pilot we talked with said he was just finishing his workday when things got a little chaotic.
No guns drawn, thankfully. We were a little worried that maybe because we didn't know what was going on, they wanted to get into hangars and stuff, and we said there was nothing going on here.
And staff here at Pocono Mountain Municipal Airport say they were actually surprised when all of the cops showed up last night because they already saw a number of law enforcement officials here at the airport over the past several weeks. That's because they were using some of the airport's facilities. The staff even got calls from national media, but as we reported, Eric Frein was actually captured by U.S. Marshals near the old airport hangar at Birchwood Resort, which is about 10 miles from here. Either way, the bottom line, a lot of folks here are just glad the alleged cop killer is locked up this noon. I'm Ryan Leckie reporting live in Monroe County. Marisa, back to you.
Ryan, thank you.
Now from the news station, Newswatch 16.
4 minutes ahead of 9 o'clock on Wednesday the 18th. Good morning. I'm Tom Williams.
And I'm Mindy Ramsey. Interstate 81 North and South are closed in Susquehanna County between the New Milford and Gibson exits because of a tractor-trailer crash.
And I-81 North is down to one lane at the Mountaintop exit in Luzerne County because of a crash.
New this morning, police are investigating a deadly stabbing in Northumberland County.
Authorities say it happened early this morning at a home in the 600 block of North 5th Street in Sunbury. Police tell us one person was killed, another hurt. They also say one person's in custody.
Also new this morning, state police in Luzerne County called these two vacuum cleaner thieves. Authorities say the men in these surveillance pictures stole more than $900 in vacuums and a laptop. in a Walmart near Hazleton. Officers say one incident occurred last month, the other last week. Anyone with information, please contact state police.
New this morning, police haven't said whether 3 mini-mart holdups in Luzerne County are connected. The first 2 Turkey Hill stores were robbed last night in Wilkes-Barre.
Officers say the store on East Main Street was targeted around 9:30 last night. Cops say a man with a weapon got away with cash. And then the store on Hazel Street was hit just before midnight. Again, a man with a weapon got away with cash.
And that 3rd Turkey Hill in Kingston was robbed early this morning. Authorities say the store on Rudder Avenue was knocked off just after 3:30 by a man with a knife. Again, cash was taken.
The vice president made a stop in Lackawanna County. Scranton native Joe Biden spoke at the Friendly Sons of St. Patrick dinner in Dixon City last night. Biden, who comes from a family of Irish immigrants, shared the sentiment that anything is possible in America. Biden also made a stop at a gathering of Irish women in Scranton.
Here's your 7-day forecast. Have a great day.
Proud to serve northeastern and central Pennsylvania. From WNEP, the news station. This is Newswatch 16 at noon.
This suspect is under arrest today after police say he stabbed 2 people, killing one of them. It's our top story today on Newswatch 16 at noon. Good afternoon, everyone. Police in Sunbury were called early this morning to a home on North 5th Street. They found one man dead. The suspect accused of that deadly stabbing is also accused of stabbing his own mother. Newswatch 16's Nikki Kreis is live today in Sunbury. Nikki?
Marisa, Sunbury police say one man is dead and a woman is recovering in the hospital from her injuries. Police say both were stabbed earlier this morning here in Sunbury. Police arrested 19-year-old Edgar Gearhart of Sunbury. Police say Gearhart admits stabbing to death his mother's boyfriend, Robert Blake. The other stabbing victim is Gearhart's mother, Amy Gearhart. She's being treated at a hospital. According to court papers, Edgar Gearhart met up with Robert Blake last night after work. The two got into an argument in an alley, and that's where Blake was stabbed. Blake managed to get back to a home on North 5th Street, and that's where the coroner was called this morning. Edgar Gearhart is being arraigned right now on charges including criminal homicide. Gearhart told police that all 3 were drinking last night. We will have much more coming up on later editions of Newswatch 16. Nikki Kreis, Newswatch 16 live in Sunbury.
Thank you, Nikki. Now turning to the weather, where some of the northern parts of our viewing area are seeing snow today. Chief Meteorologist Tom Clark's in the backyard. Tom, tell us what this is all about.
Well, this is about a boy, and here not a flake, hardly a flake.
Almost like what they see in Buffalo, New York.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, Tom, thank you. A crash on Interstate 81 in Susquehanna County this morning turned deadly. State police say Joseph Larkin of Carbondale died when his vehicle crossed the median and collided head-on with another vehicle. The crash caused major backups this morning. And this is what it looked like in New Milford after traffic was detoured off the interstate following that crash. Interstate 81 North and South were closed between the New Milford and Gibson exits. Both lanes are now open again after the deadly wreck in Susquehanna County. In Luzerne County, a multi-vehicle crash shut down one lane of Interstate 81 North near the Mountaintop exit. State police say 2 vehicles lost control, collided, and caused a chain reaction. Crash with other vehicles and a tractor trailer. 2 people were taken to a hospital. Traffic was down to 1 lane for an hour, but everything is now open in Luzerne County.